Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and look into your career and finances. So if that is something that interests you, stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. So it's interesting because right off the bat, we have the money card that came out. So that's so funny. It doesn't normally work out like that, but yeah, you know, money is obviously something that you're thinking about heavily right now. Some of you guys are transitioning from one job to another, or you're trying to build a business, or you're trying to create more income. Maybe you want to create passive income, because I'm kind of getting that feeling of like just money coming in to your bank account, just flowing in passively, where you can kind of live your life or do things that you want to do. Some of you guys want to have a career that you really enjoy, right? This is not for everybody, but some of you guys maybe had a career that you were proud of, like something that made you feel proud. It made you feel like, you know, you're special or you're important somehow, or you're needed, right? Maybe in your community or whatever, but it's like, it's not always fun, or it's not something that you're passionate about. Some of you guys are wanting to switch things up and do something that you are passionate in regards to. Some of you guys could have definitely had some big bills come out recently, or unexpected, you know, bills, unexpected things happening with your money. And so maybe your savings is not looking the way that you want it to, or your budget's not looking great. And so there's an energy here of wanting to save money or wanting to accumulate more money. Like, I do feel that energy. For some reason, Pac-Man is significant because I just saw Pac-Man in my mind's eye gobbling up money. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you feel like your kids are taking all your money for some of you guys. Or maybe you feel like your money's just getting gobbled up by the system. Like, next thing I know, I'm gonna go to the store and apples are gonna be like $15, right? It's like everything is getting more expensive. So there's something here with maybe just feeling like you can't make enough money in this world. Some of you might feel like that, like you can't make enough money. Like if you make money, things suddenly get more expensive. You get ahead, suddenly something happens. Be aware of that mindset of expecting, right? The law of assumption, assuming that things are going to keep getting more expensive, assuming that you're not going to be able to keep up, assuming that every time you make money, you're going to lose money. Switch that around, right? And make it to where it's like assuming that every time you spend money, you're going to make money, right? See how that changes the situation from every time I make money, I lose money, to every time I spend money, I make money. So there's something here with changing your mindset. Not that that's going to be the end all be all cure. It's just that it helps out, right? So yeah, there's something here with that, guys, but money is obviously significant. So I felt like doing this reading, and obviously there was a reason. Some of you guys might have deadlines in regards to something, like maybe you're moving, or maybe you're trying to start up a business, or you have fees or something you need to pay, and you have a deadline. That's not for everybody. What do we have here for career and finances for Gemini gang? Career and finances for Gemini gang. What can they expect? We have the butterfly. A change for the better. Well, we like to see it, okay? Signs, a complete shift, and you may be feeling scared, but it's all working out, right? So when we think about the butterfly, I personally think about the caterpillar, and I think about the fact that the caterpillar went through a complete transformation, right? It was living its caterpillar life, and then it went into the cocoon, which is scary and dark and transformative and painful, and then it came out the butterfly. And in hindsight, it looks at this now as a blessing that it went through this, right? It changed its life for the better. Now the butterfly has wings and it can fly, and it can go places that it wasn't able to go as a caterpillar, right? So there could be something like this happening with your money, where there's a change for the better that is happening. Some of you guys are going to get some kind of sweet result or sweet reward for the hard work that you've been putting in as well. I'm getting like a complete shift. It says that, but it's very highlighted for me that there's a complete shift coming up when it comes to your money. Something is blooming as well with this flower energy, and you're going to get the sweet nectar from it. There's something like that happening, like you being able to advantage off of something, like, benefit is what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for. You're going to benefit off of something. You could be getting signs about this too. Like you could be getting signs that everything's going to be okay, or to invest in certain things, or to make certain moves. So yeah, so I feel like Spirit wants to come through, Gemini, to acknowledge that yes, you may be feeling scared right now. There may be some levels of uncertainty. But everything is going to be okay, and we are going to see this complete shift and change for the better. So we like that. Yeah, we have the funnel on the bottom, a period of frustration and lessons to be learned, reevaluating the situation, congested, feeling stuck, and sticking through it. I kind of feel like the congested energy is really highlighted for me. Like there could be something here where it's like we can't get the energy to flow, right? Like I can't get the money to flow. I can't get the numbers to flow. I can't get the clients to flow. I don't understand why it feels like it's stuck, or it's stagnated, or it's even just halted, you know? And so maybe some of you guys have reevaluated some things, you're doing some things differently, but Spirit is also saying that in some cases there's just a need to stick through it, right? Like this is just a period of frustration. It's not a life, it's not an existence of frustration, it's a period of frustration. And like all periods, right, it ends eventually. So there is a lesson here that's being learned, and it could be about, oh God, my nose is itching. It could be about your gusto. It could be about, you know, you sticking through it. It could be about your commitment. They're showing me the card from the Moonology deck. Your commitment is being tested. So there could be something there with that. It's easy to kind of stay committed and stay positive and stay on board when everything's going good in your life. But when things are going rough, you know, that's when we're really tested. That's when our resilience is tested. And if you are a spiritual being having a human experience, as you probably are, a lot of it is not so black and white. There's a lot of nuance that's involved in life. And so yes, our lessons, our healing, our growth goes hand in hand with our success. We have the target, a goal-oriented person on the fast track, spearheading a project, and then it says clout chaser. So you are going to hit your target here, Gemini, when it comes to something. You know, and on the fast track is very highlighted with this complete shift. So you're moving in the right direction. They're showing me the arrow card from this deck. I don't know if we're going to see it, but they're showing me the arrow that says you are on the right track in regards to some aspect of your life. So I feel like you are. Some of you guys could have been asked to take over a project, or to lead something, or to handle something, take some kind of responsibility, right? Spearhead something, fix something, create something, streamline it, do it, right? Some of you guys could have been asked to do that, and this is actually really showcasing your talent and your reliability here, Gemini, okay? Like I feel like people are seeing that they're able to depend on you in some kind of way. I'm getting sure as the setting sun too, so I feel like for some of you guys, you are dependable, sure as the setting sun. So I feel like there's people around you right now that are maybe feeling like you're quite reliable, or you're very talented, or there's something here where it's like it hits every freaking time, okay? So whatever you're doing, it's like it hits every time, it lands every time, you know? Yeah, somebody is feeling like they're able to rely on you. I'm getting that very strongly. I don't know if this looks crooked to you, this view. It does to me, but maybe that's because of how I'm looking at it. All right, let's keep it moving. Yeah, we have the dog barking on the bottom of the deck. This is advice from a friend, but actually what I'm getting is that there's a lot of people talking about you. So you could have your name being mentioned in rooms that you haven't been in, or meetings you weren't invited to, or situations you aren't even privy to. Like you have no idea about these. You don't even know some of these people exist. That's for some of you guys. Okay, or that, you know, that why would they be bringing you up at the meeting? But people might be talking about how you've had a change for the better recently, like you're showing up, you're more reliable. This is all translating to more finances or more recognition. Okay, what, oh Lord, that's way too much that popped out. What else do we have here for Gemini for their finances and their career, Spirit? What can they expect here? Finances and career. Finance, oh, lots of stuff is wanting to pop and nothing's popping. Finances and career for Gemini gang, please. We have a broken bridge. Okay. So find another way, which is very highlighted for me. Burnt, unable to agree, freak accident, and unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So yeah, I feel like this is something that you're learning to navigate through, right? Because some of you guys have had some broken bridges when it comes to your finances. I feel that very strongly, right? I feel like this is actually keeping your life in balance. You know, there's something here where, again, a change for the better. It may feel scary now, but it's working out. So some of you might be feeling like you're forced to make a change, or you're forced to change something in regards to your work. Maybe you're forced to do something differently or look at something, or times are changing, right? And maybe you're feeling like this is very unfair, or this is something I can't get around or I can't get through. But I feel like you're going to. Because with the target and the butterfly, it's feeling like, yes, you are on track, or you are going to see a complete shift for the better here. So yeah, I feel like some of you guys have heard a lot of no's, or you've gotten a lot of rejection letters, or you haven't got any call backs, or, you know, maybe again, a situation with your career just went left unexpectedly. I feel that very strongly for some of you. But again, you're trying to keep your life in balance, or trying to keep up with the times, or something like that. And that could be also something that I was picking up in the beginning too, with this money card for the intuitive message. Some of you feel like it doesn't matter how much I make, I still can't get enough supplies and materials to build the rest of this bridge. Like everything's like, you know, they tell me, oh, it's going to be $500 to do this, and then I get the $500, and then, oh, well, it's actually inflation now, so it's $900. And then you get the $900, and it's, oh, now it's $1,500. It's like some of you might be feeling like you're building in something that's never going to be able to be completed, which, guys, is why I say don't put all your success, don't put all your happiness, don't put all of your energy into career, into finances. Yes, we have to live here, and yes, it's important to make money and to be able to survive. But when you put all of your energy into something, you put all of your happiness, all of your, like, that's what you measure your success by. That's what you measure your worth and your value by, is being able to finish this bridge that you're actually never going to be able to finish, right? Being able to, you know, fill up this hole that you're never going to be able to fill up, right? It's like you're going to feel very unsatisfied. You're going to feel deflated, defeated, and like you're a failure. And you're not. This is just life, you know? And it's unfortunate sometimes. So there's something about that. Like, we're seeing where something's a lost cause, and it's like we need to just not invest in that anymore. Not keep trying to dig a hole or whatever that's undiggable, right? That's for somebody. That's not for everybody, guys. Let's get some more out here for Gemini's career and finances, please. Gemini's career and finances. What else do we need to know here? Moving forward, what can we expect? Look, it's the channel sponsor when it comes to the tea leaves, guys. It came out with the basket too. We're going to talk about that in a second, because this card loves to come out now all of a sudden too. But this card always wants to come out. Every time I use the tea leaves, it wants to come out. The sunrise. New creative ventures, no, I can't read suddenly. New creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Light after the dark. Morning surprises and a redo. Okay, so yeah, I feel like with the basket, because I'm going to take this as one card. And look at all that nice orange, lovely just energy off of these two cards. They're just so nice. Recognition, reward for merit, good karma, paying it forward, and something pays off, right? So yeah, it's like there's a new beginning here. And maybe this is something that Spirit has been trying to gently nudge you into for a while. And maybe what's finally did it is getting to this and being like, okay, well, I can't pass this, right? So I got to have a new beginning, or I got to find another way. Like I said, was very highlighted for me. Yeah, so there could be some recognition coming in that's bringing a new beginning. Somebody could also want to work with you on some kind of creative project, and this is going to be a new chance, it feels like. I'm also feeling like a lot of you guys have stacked up some decent karma, or some energy here of things kind of like you're due for a winning season is what I'm getting here. Okay? Also, something pays off is very highlighted. So I feel like with this target, this butterfly, you've been working on something for a while. You're about to see a new beginning, or you're about to see a complete shift when it comes to this. Yeah, copycat, two-faced friend, trap, fake love by Drake, okay, and false intentions. Yes, somebody could have definitely been trying to sabotage is what I'm getting for some of you at your workplace. Like somebody could have been trying to sabotage something, or somebody was going to your boss and saying something like, well, you know, I'm the one that really gave Gemini that idea, right? Like that's coming through, okay? Somebody could have been showing you a lot of fake love or even stealing your ideas, because we do have copycat, right? So somebody could have been stealing your ideas, stealing your work, stealing the credit, stealing your thunder, right? This could even be a boss. Like if you have several different people, bosses that are in leadership positions at your job and you're not always in these meetings, there could definitely be somebody where it's like you had this idea or you completed this work and then the boss is just going to their boss and being like, yeah, I'm the one that did this. And the big boss might be like, well, then why do we even have Gemini here if you're doing all the work, right? Like there's questions that's being asked here, or somebody might, if they are copying your work or stealing your swag or something like that, there could be something here where it's like somebody's being asked to kind of live up to this role that they've been playing and they can't. Or somebody's being asked to prove something, or your own actions are proving something, right? So somebody could be saying like Gemini never turns in their work on time, right? So then the boss starts paying extra attention to when you're turning on your work. And actually that's not the case. You are turning your work in on time. In fact, you turn your work in early, you know? Or somebody could be saying that, you know, you take extra long time on your lunch break. So the boss starts paying attention, and no, you don't take extra time on your lunch break. You come back when you're supposed to. Like there's something where what somebody has been saying about you or trying to, you know, put your name out there like it's this, it's actually being proven that it's this instead. You see what I'm saying? So your reputation is preceding you basically, because I feel like you might have been gathering a reputation that you weren't reliable. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. And people are saying that's, or seeing, and maybe saying that that's not the case anymore. Like with this target, like, no, actually you are on track. You are on point, okay? And you're on point every freaking time, like I said. So, okay, let's get one more for Gemini's career and finances, please. One more for Gemini's career and finances. We have the Sun. Nice. The sun, the sunrise. There's definitely healing, happiness, joy, new beginnings, fresh starts, right? Everything I think about when I think about the sun. Also, there's exposure, there's recognition, there's popularity coming through here for sure. We have happiness, well-being, health improves, all clear, a light after a dark period. We have that twice. Light after the dark, a light after a dark period. Amen. Okay. And then we have open-minded and Leo energy. So guys, it feels like, and then we have again the flute, disappointment in a friend or lover, they let you down. I do feel like some of y'all have been dealing with some workplace drama, okay? I feel like, and thank goodness that it's not the main focal point of the whole reading, but yes, I feel like you have been dealing with some kind of workplace drama, and something like a light is being shown on you right now. It feels like a lot of you guys are getting recognition, or this is about to happen. You're about to be proven right when it comes to something. And you might not even be aware of this for some of you guys. Some of you are, right? This is incredibly positive. Even though we have the broken bridge out here, it's like you can't let the one negative card outweigh all of this goodness. If it was all negative and one positive, it'd be like, eh. But look at all this goodness we have compared to this one not so great card. So again, rejection is protection, okay? Rejection is redirection. So if you are feeling like you cannot go any further in a situation, or you are being removed, or there's been blindsided type of energy, or something's not working out or whatever, this is because you are being pointed in a new direction, something that's going to be better for you, okay? I also feel like, again, maybe your ingenuity, right, or the ability to be resilient, the ability to be resourceful and kind of get around your problems at the workplace has really put you into a highlight when it comes with somebody. I feel like somebody here is extremely impressed with what you do. I feel that very strongly, because the sun out here kind of being twice, well, it is twice, right? Sunrise, the sun, yes, it's out here twice. This is like, again, lots of recognition, like you're shining bright right now. Okay, you're shining. Look, yes, as soon as I split the deck, Queen of Wands. She is the person that gets the recognition for me in the tarot deck. She's somebody that shines very bright. That's why she's poised up there for her picture, right? In her employee of the month picture or employee of the year picture. Some of y'all, that could be happening. Yeah, she gets a lot of recognition. She's a performer. She's good at what she does. Clear the deck. just breeze on through this because we got a lot to clarify here. What is this butterfly change for the better for Gemini gang when it comes to their career and their finances? The butterfly. We have the Magician that's popped. So I'm getting a couple things. First of all, if you had anybody that's been very manipulative in your work environment, whether you're aware of it or not, some of this has definitely been happening behind the scenes and you were not even aware. Some of these people smile, right? Fake love straight up to your face. They smile like they, you know, what does he say in that song? Whole time they want to take my place. Whole time they want to take my place. Yeah, whole time they want to take your place, right? It's something like that for some of you guys. There's something here where it's like that's changing for the better. Somebody's really sad because their manipulations are not working out or they're even being exposed. With the sun out here this much, there is a level of exposure. So somebody could be being exposed for their manipulative ways. But I feel like also there's a double exposure going on here because you're also being exposed for how good you are at something, right? Like I said, every single time you do it, it sticks, okay? Every single time you show up, you make an impact. Every single time you're involved, it's better, right? It's like people at your workplace are starting to seek you out because they feel like you know, you got the magic stuff, or you have what they need, or you're just very good at your job, right? Or, you know, you're very talented here with the Magician. And there's something here about being naturally talented with the Magician energy. But the Magician also has a lot of practice, right? The Magician has practiced and, you know, fine-tuned his craft here. So there could be something there with that. I also feel like you're being encouraged to take action right now in regards to situations that you don't find are pleasing you. And there could be choices that are going to be presented to you to take certain actions, because I feel like you are investing in things right now and you're trying to grow or build something. So yeah, there's a change for the better, guys. Things are going to start moving, or things are going to be better, or you're going to start getting more recognition, or again, if there's been any kind of workplace drama, that's going to be exposed. Okay, I'm getting that very strongly here. Some of you guys have been doing something for a long time, right? Since you were knee high to a bunghole. That's the energy I'm getting here. And it's like it's finally starting to pay off. Some of you guys are getting back to basics too with this Six of Cups. It's like, let's go back to how we used to do things, or how we used to work on things, or something like that. Like, you know, like maybe there's this energy of, you know, you guys shifted something or tried something new and it's like it's not being received well. So let's just say you make candles, okay? And you know, you're noticing with this new batch of candles that you've been making, you're not getting a lot of repeat customers like you used to. You're not getting a lot of feedback either, but the lack of repeat customers is kind of the feedback, right? It's like when no answer is an answer, no choice is a choice, no action is an action. It's kind of like that energy. So if you're not having people come back to you like they used to, look at what you've changed, what you're doing differently, and that might be the issue. Maybe there's a need to go back to the old formula or back to the old way of doing things, okay? Because sometimes people just don't want to be rude, or they are conflict avoidant and they don't want to just say, hey, I don't like the new formula of the candles. It burns funny. It smells funny. It is funny. You know, like I just don't like it. I like what you were doing before, right? Some people are not wanting to give that feedback. So there's something here with that. I'm also getting that something that you've had a dream since you were a child, Gemini, when it comes to your career, your finances, what you want to be, you know? Some of you feel like it's more than just working down at the local Piggly Wiggly and making your money. Like this is a mission. Even if you are working at the Piggly Wiggly, like this is a mission. I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be in this position. I'm meant to be doing this. Some of you guys feel that way, you know? Or this is how you want to feel. Like I want to feel like this is purpose driven, right? Like this is my mission. This is my path. This is what I'm meant to do while I'm here. And yes, it makes money because that's how this world works, right? But this is, I would be doing it even if I wasn't making money, okay? So there's something here with that for some of you, not for everybody, obviously, okay? Some of you guys might have somebody communicating with you, somebody from the past. Maybe this is somebody you worked with in the past. And this might be an opportunity for you to kind of get back into something that you're very skilled at. So there could be like a blast from the past when it comes to your work doing something again. Give me something for this target, please. A goal-oriented person for Gemini with their finances. Okay, that's too many, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. The target, a goal-oriented person for Gemini for their career finances, please. Spirits, a goal-oriented person. This Eight of Wands wants to come out. Just wants to be a part of the conversation. So, okay, boo. Right? Yeah, I feel like you've been holding it down and keeping it together, right? And there could definitely be talk that you are maybe money hungry. Maybe you're a clout chaser. We do have clout chaser on this card. People could be saying that you do things for the wrong reasons or whatever, but I don't know, guys. People are going to say whatever they're going to say. People talk all the damn time. Like, we can't sit here and worry about what people say, right? Like, if people want to say what they're going to say, they're going to say it. I feel like, again, your reputation precedes you, Gemini, okay? Also, though, I'm getting like a message here where somebody might, again, we saw that copycat energy, and I do feel like for some of you guys, somebody has been trying to steal your work or steal your ideas. Like, this could be the energy of people taking you to lunch at work, but let's go to lunch. And then being like, so what do you think about this, right? And then you're like, well, I think that we should do this and we should do that and this should change and that should change. And then when they go to the meeting later that you're not invited to, they're like, well, I think that we should do this and we should do that and that should change and this should change. It's like literally like plagiarism almost. There's something like that going on, guys. And so some of you guys have been trying to persevere even though you feel like things are a little out of your control here. Like, that's what I'm getting, out of your control. Right? Like, I'm trying to stay on target. I'm trying to stay on point when it comes to my finances, but I feel like some things I can't control. And that's for sure other people going behind your back, stealing your work, things like that. Like, you can't. You can do your best, but at the end of the day, if somebody wants to, they're going to. There's a channel here. What is it? I think it's Food for Thought Tarot or something like that. She's a great reader, you know, and her work has been stolen by an AI channel. They like literally use her voice, but they distort it. And you can tell because people have mannerisms, right? And people talk a certain way and they say things a certain way, you know? And so you can tell when it's like it's AI, but it's somebody's voice, but it's like they're shifting the voice a little bit. And it's literally her readings. It's her readings, you know? And it's like it's AI that's done it, and AI is taking over tarot, guys, you know, like it is. I think one reason why AI doesn't mess with me is because I cuss too fucking much, and AI is not a human that can think for itself. It's a program that is taught what to think, and so it knows that cussing is against YouTube's rules, so it's not going to do that. It's not going to cuss. So if you cuss too much in your readings, it's not going to take your work. I'm just saying, okay? That's my own personal theory. I don't know. Allegedly, okay? But there is something here with that. Like, maybe some AI is taking your work or impersonating you, or if you are on social media or something, or somebody is just taking your work. I don't know, guys. That's what I'm getting. Let's just get over it because I'm being very long-winded here. But that's what I'm getting. And you're like, okay, this is out of my control if somebody's coming over here and literally taking what I'm doing. So you're doing your best. Spirit, I feel like, is saying to stay on target here, yes, and keep defending yourself if necessary. You know? Like, if you're in a meeting and suddenly somebody raises their hand and says exactly what you say at lunch, you might want to raise your hand next and be like, I'm so glad that you brought up what I was talking to you about at lunch. I'd like to go ahead and further this conversation by adding this, right? Call them out. Don't be afraid to call people out on their crappy behavior, guys. You know what I mean? You don't have to be rude and call them names, but just call them out. There's something here about defending yourself here, defending your work, defending what you do. Okay? Yeah, justice is going to prevail when justice shows up. It's like things are going to be balanced out. Things are going to work out fair. Okay? So justice is going to come through in this situation where you might feel like somebody is like trying to take your work or your spotlight or your shine or your reputation or something here. Okay? What is this broken bridge? And you might be like, this is a broken bridge. This is not passable. I am not going to let somebody disrespect me and steal my content or steal my work, steal my ideas, get up there at the meeting, yapping away like they're the ones that came up with this, and then we're going to all just be cool, chilling, laughing, kiki around the freaking water cooler. That's not going to happen. So some of you guys might be cutting off your coworkers or creating distance here. Because, yeah, you know, the season of letting people disrespect us is over, right? It's been over, but especially in the workplace, right? There's something, yeah, look, exactly. We have to sail away. Exactly. Okay? Because when you do, it's like, yeah, your group might lessen or your network might lessen. You might have less people around you or less people that, you know, are involved, but it's going to be happier. It's going to be more harmonious and balanced. I also feel like if you've been feeling like you need to move away from a situation or you have been cut out of a job unexpectedly or something has happened, What Spirit is saying is that you're being moved towards something that's better. So you have to trust the process sometimes, even if it is scary. We saw that over here, right? So there's something with your career and your finances where, yes, you might be being moved away or moving. You might have to remove yourself. Take it as it resonates. But it's moving you to something more harmonious, more balanced, more like on your level, and something that's going to bring a lot of success and a lot of enjoyment. Like the ancestors are happy as hell. Look at them. Okay? Let me get some of my coffee. Okay. So Spirit's saying there is a way, right? Because some of you guys might be like up against this wall or this bridge, right? It's like it's cut off and you're like, okay, well, there's no other way, but there is a way. The other way just might be in the other direction, right? Circling back or, yeah, but there is a way through or past whatever this is. And the moon shining really bright, oh my gosh, the moon shining really bright is really significant to me. So there could be something about following your intuition here. What else do we have for this broken bridge for Gemini for their career and finances? What else do we have for this broken bridge? I feel like Spirit's like, you covered it. What is there anything else? Yeah, 5 of Cups, right? So some of you guys might feel a little sad because it's like, damn, I didn't want things to go this way, right? This is an emotional sadness. Or like, I didn't want things to end this way, or I thought that this was going to work out. There's like a defeated, deflated type of feeling here with the 5 of Cups. But again, we're moving through this with the 6 of Swords, and then we do have the 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So again, Spirit's saying that you are going to find success. You are going to find recognition and harmony and balance, and a new team or a new group of people or a new work environment that's going to feel really good. But we have to get past whatever this is first, and it's not going to feel great. The right choice doesn't always feel great, guys. I feel like sometimes we forget that, right? That we feel like if it's the right choice, it's going to feel good, right? If it's the choice that we're supposed to make, then we're going to want to make that choice. But that's not always the case. Sometimes we have to make choices in life that are hard or that don't feel right or that, we don't want to do. And that's kind of what this feels like for some of you. So take that as it resonates. For others of you, if this is talking about how, yeah, we can't get past this, it's a broken, and I did put burnt bridge here when it comes to coworkers or people that have stolen your work or, been shady or whatever. It's like, this is really sad that this had to work out like this. Like, I didn't want things to go down like this. I thought we could all get along, right? Like, I thought things could be okay, but obviously not, right? So there's something here where it's like, it's damn sad. It's a damn shame that it had to work out this way, but I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know why I'm getting the energy, guys, but I feel like y'all are just done. Like, and it's like, well, you know what? Oh, well. And plus, in this card, one thing I love about it that we can't deny, right, is that there's more that's for you. So don't spend too long dwelling on what's gone wrong or what's happened wrong or how people hurt you or stole your ideas or did this or did that, whatever. Don't spend too long sitting here grieving on this, right? That's a trap. Because there's much more that's available towards you, and that's what the 6 of Swords is saying. Move forward, because that's the correct direction, okay? All right, what is this sunrise with this basket? These are together, so we're going to keep them together. Some of you might want to work with a child and you're not sure if that's the best idea. Or you work with the youth, but I am getting for somebody like starting a business with your adult child and you're like, I don't know. So if you don't feel like you should, then don't do it, okay? All right, what is this sunrise in this basket for Gemini with their career and finances here? This is like talking about a new start, new ventures, fresh start, and getting some kind of recognition. So this new start that you're going to have is going to bring a lot of recognition. We have the sun coming. Well, this isn't the sun. This is Leo energy, but it's connected to the sun. There's a resilience type of energy here, right? There's like an energy of continuing to keep going. And I'm like dodging tomatoes right now because I know some of y'all are tired and I get it. I really do. But there's something here about like it's coming. It's just up ahead. Keep going here. We do have the 7 of Swords on the bottom. So again, I feel like this new beginning is away from this sneaky, weird behavior that we were experiencing up here in our workplace. So yeah, you have to be strong and you have to be brave and you have to face your fear with the strength. when it comes to something, but you are going to. And there's something about a stormy weather, or like, because we have tornadoes on both of these cards, so tornadoes could be significant for where you are at or what you're experiencing in your life right now. But it's like the strength is her controlling the tornado, right? The Eight of Wands on this card is feeling like she's out of control of this tornado or of this storm. So situations that you're in before where you're feeling out of control, this is shifting and changing, and you are going to feel more in control of your like circumstances here moving forward. Okay, something else for the career and finances. Yeah, we have the Three of Pentacles. You guys might be working on a new team or going into a new situation, or there's just going to be a shift in the wind here. You know, if that what I had talked about before with like getting back to basics and changing something, going back to how we originally were doing something, if that resonated for you, Gemini, this is definitely going to make a difference. Okay? But there is something here about looking at something and seeing what needs to be fixed and fixing it. I also feel like you are the gold standard here, guys, whether people like it or not. Like, I don't know what to tell people. You know, like whether they like it or not, you are the gold standard. And you might not always get the most praise or the highest numbers or the most views or the most this or the most clients or the whatever, right? Like other people get. But you are the gold standard, right? So there could be somebody out there who has more than you that's taking your ideas. That's not for everybody. Okay? And this is going to shift. Somebody is going to be exposed for taking somebody's work. I don't know why that's coming through so damn heavy in this reading, but it is, okay? Somebody's going to get called out because they're going to slip up and they're going to say something like verbatim, like what they're, is that? I said verbatim, not verbatim. Anyways, somebody's going to slip up and say something verbatim of what you've said, or do something, or leave your name on it, or accidentally CC somebody to an email that they're not supposed to. There's something that's going to expose somebody for taking your work. Because when we look at, I say it all the time with this card, I mean, look at her work, and you can tell it's her work because she's very confident, her arms are crossed, she's looking square at it. That is her pinnacle. These two do not look confident. He looked like he checked out a long time ago. He's just here for a check, y'all. So let's just not even worry about him. She's the one that looks like she's competing and really upset that her shit don't look like yours. Like, why? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from somebody. So it's like somebody's going to have to pay you your dues, or you are going to get some kind of recognition that it's going to be heard far and wide, and it's going to be undisputable, right? It's something like that. Some of y'all might get put on the cover of something, or you might get interviewed, or you might get a very large shout out, or you're given a position at work where it's like, I wouldn't have been given this position because a lot of people applied, a lot of people tried, okay? And clearly they chose the best. That's not for everybody, but that is for somebody, okay? And it's like, yeah, there's something here about getting some kind of recognition that people can't dispute. And this is putting you onto a new beginning, a new path when it comes to your finances. And something is increasing. Your finances are getting better here. We're seeing an improvement when it comes to your finances. And it comes through being recognized or something. What else do we have here? Let's get one more. Just if possible, yes. Four of Wands. And for some reason there's a pack of angry bird bitches behind you. This isn't usually my bird bitch card, but I'm getting it. It's like you're over here celebrating and people are stressing. I don't know why, but that's just what it is, guys. Okay, that's just what it is. It's hard for me to, and y'all see it on the channel, like I have meltdowns and I'm just like, does not compute. Because for me, this doesn't, I'm happy when other people succeed. I'm genuinely happy when people do well. Even if they're doing better than me. Great. That's awesome. You know, maybe this will inspire me or something. Like, I'm not one of those people that's very competitive or very hateful or jealous. That's just not how I am. At least when it comes to money. I can be jealous in other areas, but when it comes to money, like, yeah, I'm pretty secure. And so I like other people succeeding. It shows me that I can succeed too. So when I see this kind of stuff, it really don't make sense to me why people are so damn hateful and petty and jealous. Like, just work on your craft, or do what's good for you, or get on your path, listen to spirit. What's your purpose? Like, you don't have to sit here and hate on somebody else. Like, there's more than enough. That's my whole like mindset, is that there's more than enough. You know? So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But there are people around you that are upset. you know? I also feel like this could be what you're moving on from, like maybe being very stressed out, being in analysis paralysis, being like full of fear about your finances and where things are going and why isn't something growing, why if I'm so good, right, then why is it not working? For some reason they're showing me that scene from Clueless with Ty where she's crying and she's like, if I'm too good for him, then how come I'm not with him, right? Something about that. I feel like for some of you guys are like, if everybody's telling me I'm so damn talented and I'm so damn good, then how come I don't have the success or the numbers or the recognition or the title or the position or whatever, right? But there's a shift here that's happening with that. What is the sun for career and finances for Gemini? Happiness and well-being. What is the sun talking about? What is this? Oh, the star. Okay. Yes. And I tucked it in, but I saw the Seven of Swords again. Again, some of y'all are very happy that somebody is getting exposed for a fraud. Like, absolutely. Damn right. That wasn't your work. That wasn't your idea. You know? Or that's not what I do every day. Or I don't show up late every day. Or I'm not 15 minutes late every day for my lunch break. Or something like that, right? It's like some of you guys are very happy that faith and hope is being restored in a situation and you're back on top or you're shining again or people are believing in you. Although a Gemini never forgets, right? So there could be something here where it's like, I'll remember though that y'all motherfuckers were not on my side though. I will remember, right? Like I will remember when I had to get sat down in a meeting and questioned about my ethics. Okay? I will remember that. There's something about that, guys. Whew, Lord. Geminis can be very petty sometimes, like we can. Okay, we can be spaghetti and meatballs when we want to be. So you will remember the people that weren't clapping, or you'll remember the people that were silent, or the people that were accusatory. Like you'll remember that, but you're happy about something going better now. You know, and the sun is a star, right? So yeah, you're shining bright. And you do have a God-given talent, okay? Something that came down from spirit, from the ethers, integrated through you to be put back into this planet to do good or to help or to just do your thing. Yeah, you've been working on your craft. You deserve the recognition. And the star is a card of healing as well. Look, there's your card, Gemini energy, the lovers. Yeah, I'm getting a couple of messages. First of all, the star is a card of healing, so I feel like something is healing within your finances. And again, this is coming through some kind of recognition. Some of you guys are being a lot more clear cuts, okay, or direct, or to the point, or discerning with this Queen of Swords when it comes to your finances, okay? Some of you guys might be speaking clearer too, or speaking better, or, I don't know, people are just able to understand you better, or able to relate to you better with the Queen of Swords and the Star. I'm getting that too. Like people are feeling more connected to you or connected to the work that you're doing here. For sure. I'm getting that type of energy. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. There's going to be even more opportunities that are going to be brought your way. Some of you guys could be getting a wish fulfillment too, because the Star talks about that, as does the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a wish fulfillment coming through in regards to your finances, where you are feeling heard or you're feeling respected, you're feeling like, you know, I don't know, Gemini, it's just feeling very good. Like, I'm not gonna lie here. Okay, I'm at a loss over which ones I want to use, so let's just use both. Where are we at? We're at 43 minutes. I feel like I want to use both of these decks. I don't know which one I want to use, so let's get a couple from the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have Yin, which is divine feminine energy, so it's a very receptive energy, right? And you are in the energy of receiving right now. Receiving your accolades, receiving your respect, receiving your good name, right? Receiving your finances, receiving a position. So just keep being in that energy of receptiveness, because yeah, this is your energy of receiving, or your season of receiving is what I meant to say. Serendipity, card number 18. This was card number 2, by the way. Yeah, so I feel like there's something here. For some reason, they're giving me the date February 18th too, and I don't know why, but that could be significant. Mark your calendar. Something significant could be happening. But yeah, serendipity, it's like everything's happening the way it should happen. Everything's lining up, right? Almost as if this is divine, like it's divine intervention or it's divine timing. Like everything's happening the way it should. Which is, again, why Spirit might be saying you might be feeling scared about some things right now, but everything actually is working out the way that it needs to to help you, right? Yeah, we have round and round, card number 25, and I feel like that's what you've been dealing with whatever this toxic situation is, like going round and round and round, and you're tired, right? Time to take a nap, card number 24. I'm done with this. I don't want to go round and round with you, okay? I'm here to work, okay? Not work out, unless your job actually is to work out, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm tired of just doing the same thing over and over, or I'm tired of having the same argument, or I'm tired of, you know, dealing with this over and over and over and over. Like, you might be finding yourself having to have a meeting between you, another coworker, and like bosses over and over and over again because of the same fucking issue. It's like, now I'm starting to question your leadership, right? Now I'm starting to question whether or not you're supposed to be in the seat you're in, boss, right? Leader, because why are we dealing with the same thing over and over and over again? Why isn't this being resolved? I'm getting like a heavy frustration type of energy off of something here for somebody. And we have go the distance, card number 47, which gives me the, listen guys, I'm getting a couple messages. First of all, yeah, the target, the goal-oriented person, that's that energy, going the distance regardless. Like, you know, pushing forward and being very competitive and being ahead of other people. That's there for sure. But with all that glitters, card number 16, which this was 47 if I didn't say it. It's like some of you guys, again, like what I was saying about this burnt bridge, like trying to dig a hole that is never going to be able to be dug. Like, why? There's something here where some of y'all might be feeling like you've been caught in a maze or caught in like a rat race that you didn't realize you were in. Like trying to, like somebody is dangling a carrot almost. Like, oh, if we just get past this next couple months, guys, we're going to be smooth sailing. And it's like, that's what you said the last couple months. And then the couple months before that. And the couple months before that. Some of you guys might be seeing that it might be time to sail away from something that you've been, you know, again, we keep digging the hole, and unbeknownst to you, there's somebody that keeps throwing dirt. Every time you turn your back to shovel more dirt out, there's more dirt getting put in. It's like, it's impossible. So that's just for somebody, okay? Let's get this other deck that I wanted to use. Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. I love this Apothecary deck. It's one of my favorite decks. You can get it on Amazon if you want to use it. I have a couple decks that I highly recommend for readers. One is the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Apothecary deck. It's an amazing deck. It just is. And even the booklet's amazing. I don't read from it very often, but the booklet, the meanings are very, very profound and really good. All right, what else do we have here? Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. Yeah, look, we have Just Trust, card number 32, okay, with prayers answered, card number 12. You have to trust. Sometimes things don't happen on our time. Sometimes things happen in divine timing. And we know the divine timing is not about a certain date, although it could be 2/18. Sometimes it's about, you know, when everything is in alignment. But your prayer is going to be answered here regardless. Something that you've been working really hard on, and maybe with the Buffalo energy, even struggling, going through some hardships. Just trust that you're going to make it out of this dark period. Just trust that the light is at the end of the tunnel, because it is, right? Okay. Anything else for Gemini from this deck? Okay. We have Shake, Release, Heal, and Move On. Card number 27. That's giving sail away if I don't say so myself, which I feel like you're actually being asked to do in regards to a toxic situation, a situation where we've had this conversation again and again and again, and nothing's changing, right? Yeah. Some of you guys are being asked to do that. Okay, we have Tame and Attame, which is interesting because that's very much mimicking that go the distance. When you read the meaning of this card in the booklet, it talks about being very goal oriented and actually achieving your goals because you're so focused on them. So that's a message. We have Abundance, card number 9. Nice. This was 28, by the way. And then we have No Expectations, card number 22. So yes, the Spirit's saying you will be abundant, but you have to have no expectations when you walk into this abundance, right? Just know that something is shifting and something is getting better here, okay? All right, guys, that has been your finances and career reading. I do hope that it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.